Powerful earthquakes have left more than 900 people dead in Venezuela, with roughly 50,000 people still missing. And now some Venezuelans living in Georgia are stepping in to help with relief efforts. Atlanta News First reporter Sarah Hammond is live in Lawrenceville. So Sarah, how can people help and contribute today?
Well, starting at 10 o'clock, you can come here to the Intercargo Venezuela and bring things like toothpaste, non-perishable foods, first aid supplies. One Kennesaw woman is collecting donations to send over to Venezuela to help the families who have been impacted by these devastating earthquakes. Adriana Ramirez says it's where her husband grew up. His family still lives there, and seeing these images of immense destruction, she says she felt called to help. At least 920 people are dead and over 3,000 have been injured. Rescuers are racing to reach survivors beneath the rubble. Many of the displaced families have nowhere to go. And Ramirez says she wants Americans to know that even the smallest donation could have a large impact on Venezuelans, a country that has been embroiled in a political and financial crisis, now made worse by this natural disaster.
So I think only coming together and doing what we can, even if it is one toothpaste, one soap, if you put everything together, you're able to help one person.
Now, they're collecting donations from 10 o'clock this morning to 2 o'clock this afternoon here on Oakland Industrial Court, again here in Lawrenceville. And Ramirez says that anything that you have to donate can be helpful. Live here in Lawrenceville, Sarah Hammond, Atlanta News First.
Sarah, thank you.